Namaste bachcho. So in the last class we discussed about Sankhya. Sankhya means noun in Hindi language. I hope you all have done the exercise. That is the first exercise of Bhasha Gyan in page number 23. Now I am going to read out that passage and I will tell you the meaning of this. So the first line is, मेरे पास कहानियों की अनेक पुस्तकें हैं. कहानियाँ means story. अनेक many. पुस्तकें books. So I have many story books. मेरे भाई राघव को भी कहानियाँ पसंद है. मेरे भाई means my brother. Raghav is the name. कहानियाँ stories. पसंद means loves. So my brother Raghav loves stories. Next line. फल काटकर खिलाते समय दादी हम दोनों को रोज एक कहानी सुनाती है. फल काटकर means while cutting fruits. खिलाती to eat. दादी grandmother. हम दोनों means we two. रोज every day. So the meaning of this line is, every day while cutting fruits, grandmother tells us different stories. Next line. मेरे बगीचे में गेंद, कनेर और गुलाब के फूल है. मेरा बगीचा means my garden. गेंद, it's a marigold flower. कनेर, oleander flower. Gulab, rose flower. Fool means flower. So in my garden there are marigold, oleander and rose flowers. वहाँ रोज चिड़िया आकर चहकती है. वहाँ means there. रोज every day. चिड़िया birds. चहकती है the chirping sound of bird. So every day birds come here and make chirping sounds. So this is the meaning of the paragraph. Now let's check the answer. That is the nouns that you have circled from this paragraph. So the first noun is kahaniyo, stories. Raghav, it's a name. Fal, fruit. Kahani, story. Genda, marigold flower. Gulab, rose. Chidiya, birds. Pustake, books. Kahaniya, again stories. Dadi, grandmother. Bagiche, garden. Kaneer, oleander flower. Fool, flowers. So these are the nouns which you have circled in your textbook. Now let's move to the next exercise, that is विपरीत शब्दों के जोड़े छांटकर लिखिए. So you have to separate the opposite words. Words are given there in the box and the first one is already done it for you. You have to pause the video and do the rest of them. I hope you all have done it. Now let's check the answer. The first one is apna. Apna means mine. Paraya is the opposite word. Meaning is not mine. Dhakelna. This is small spelling mistakes. There should be one A symbol on the top of ka. So please correct it. Dhakelna means to push. Khichna means to pull. Asman means sky. The opposite word dhara means land or earth. Niche means down. The opposite word is upa. Upa means up. So you have to write these exercises in your notebook with proper date. Now let's move to page number 24. That is the third exercise. The question is, समान अर्थ वाले शब्दों से अलग शब्द पर सर्कल लगाइए. Circle the odd one. So you can see 4 options are given and you have to circle the odd one. Ka. Words are bal, shakti, takat, nirbal. Kha, dhara, prithvi, gagan, dharti. Third one, bhed, rahasya, raz, dar. चौथा जग, शहर, जगत, संसार. So you have to circle the odd one. You have to pause the video and do it. Now let's check the answer. So the first one, bal, shakti, takat. These words have the same meaning. The meaning is power. The last one, the fourth word, that is nirbal, the meaning is weak. So this one is odd one and you have to circle nirbal. Now kha, dharti, prithvi, dharti. The meaning is earth. The fourth word, that is gagan, you have to circle. Its meaning is sky. Third one, bhed, rahasya, raz. The meaning is secret. And the fourth one, that is dar. Meaning is fear. So the odd one is dar. You have to circle it. Now the fourth one, jag, jagat, sansar. Their meaning is world. And the odd one is shahar. Shahar means city. So this shahar word you have to circle. I hope you all have done it. Now let's move to the fourth exercise. That is shahi shabd par sahi ka nishan lagaiye. Tick the correct word. So you can see in the bracket two options are given and you have to tick the correct one. The first fill in the blanks is tum kahani dash. So you have to pause the video and tick the correct option. Second one, मैं बगीचे में dash. मैं पुस्तक dash. तुम सब कहानियाँ dash. हम पिताजी के साथ घूमने dash. I hope you all have done it. Now let's check the answer. So the first fill in the blanks is तुम कहानी लिखते हो. So this is the correct option, लिखते हो. खा, मैं बगीचे में खेलता हूँ. गा, मैं पुस्तक पढ़ता हूँ. घा, तुम सब कहानियाँ लिखते हो. गा, हम पिताजी के साथ घूमने जाते हैं. So I hope you all have marked the correct answer. Now let's start with the next exercise, that is Rachnatmak Abhivyakti. So here in your textbook you can see 3 questions. These are very interesting questions which will increase your curiosity and thinking level. Now let's start doing it. So the first one is कितना ऊपर जाने के बाद चीज़ें वापस नहीं आती. The question is at what distance from the earth the object thrown will not come back to the earth. So you remember in this poem we learnt about the Newton's law, that is the gravitational pull. So the gravity means earth pulls all the objects towards it, no matter how far it is. The result is the effect of earth's gravity reduces as the distance increases. Now there is another fact. We can escape the influence of earth's gravity if the speed is more than 11.19 km per second. So this is the answer for the question. The earth's gravity will always pull an object no matter how far it is. The effect of earth's gravity just reduces as the distance increases. Now for more information you can go through this link. It tells about the different layers of atmosphere that is present in our earth. Now the second question is, why are airplanes not affected by the earth's gravity? In Hindi the question is, आसमान में उड़ता हुआ वायुयान नीचे क्यों नहीं गिरता? So in simple the answer is, this is because the structure of aeroplane, it is made in such a way that it can overcome the gravity force that is applied by the earth with a proper speed. Now let's get into more detail. Here Newton's third law is applied, that is, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Now this is the picture which tells that there are 4 forces which are applied on the aircraft, that is weight, the gravity, lift, drag and thrust. Now an aeroplane requires 2 forces to fly, that is lift force which overcomes the gravity force, then only the airplane will fly. Next force is thrust, it should overcome the drag force. Now what is thrust and lift? Thrust is the forward force which is provided by the engines, the jet engines and propellers that are used in the aircraft. And lift is the upward force which is created due to the variation in the air pressure. Now let us see where this air pressure is created. Now this is the airflow and this is the wings of aircraft. You can see it has a special shape. This shape is known as airfoil. You can see a bulge on the top, then the bottom. So when the airflow meets this wing, it divides into 2 streams. One, the upper stream and the lower stream. Now the air that is moving on the upper part has more speed than the lower one and it meets at the end. So as I told, here it has more speed, the air has more speed. So because of this more speed, the air pressure is less here, and here the speed of air is less as compared to the top part. So here air pressure is more. So it is opposite, high speed, high movement of the air, so low air pressure. Here low speed, that results in high air pressure. So you can see the variation in the air pressure. This variation of air pressure results in lift force. Lift force is the upward force which results the airplane to fly. So this is the basic information about the forces that are applied in the aircraft which allows it to fly. Now the third question is, तुम्हारी साइकिल या बस आसमान में क्यों नहीं उड़ती? The question is, why does not your cycle or bus fly in the sky? Now this is an activity for you. You have to search the answer, write it in your notebook and submit in Microsoft Teams. आज के लिए बस इतना ही, अब अगली क्लास में मिलेंगे। धन्यवाद।